Hi, I'm Tara, and I'm going to take a few minutes to tell you about a company called Neveo. And Neveo has been a great product for us, for our family, because we have grandparents who, of course, love their grandchildren, but may not have devices that make it easy to share pictures with them often, not on social media. And so Neveo sends them a monthly journal of our pictures that we take of our children. So they have, a tangible book that they can look at anytime and just kind of cherish and enjoy the things we're sharing with them in there. First, though, before I show you the wonderful journal they send out, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the Neveo app to add pictures and captions to your family's monthly journal. This is the view of the Neveo app, how it will look when pulled up on your phone. This is on an iPhone. I don't have any experience with the Android version, but I imagine it's pretty similar. So after you're logged in, you see up at the top corner here how many days you have left in the month before your book will be processed and printed, and also how many pictures you have left in your plan. You know, you can purchase different sizes of books, but this shows that I have 43 picture spots remaining for this month. I can see for this current month, November 2018, there's a button here I can easily tap to select pictures, and I can select multiple pictures at once and hit add 4 photos if I want to. And you can also, should have showed you this, you can also add them from Google or Facebook as well, so you can easily pull up those pictures wherever they're at. Once they're uploaded, they'll all look green like this, and it says add comment, and that's just an easy way for you to look at it and see that you need to add a comment to it. You don't have to add a comment to it, but I find that my grandparents really enjoy seeing a little bit of context written about the picture, what the kids are doing. Sometimes we add, if it's an event they're going to or the date that it is. So it's nice to put that in there as well. And then once you have saved a comment to it, as you can see, this one has a comment, then when it shows up here, it'll be in full color. Now, one thing when I first started using Neveo, I was a little worried about was, some pictures here in the preview only looked square, but I know the full picture, was much larger, and all of the pictures that are printed in the book are exactly how they're taken. If it's a landscape or portrait, it will be arranged that way, and it's not going to cut them off in any way, as it might look here in this small preview box. This is simply just for you to be able to see what pictures you have added. But it's very easy to add pictures on here and to add a quick caption for them. And if you have, maybe a sibling or a spouse or someone else who might have pictures that you want them to be able to add photos to the account as well to go out to the grandparents or whoever it is you're sending to, you can tap on this blue button to send them an invite to allow them to be able to put pictures and captions on there as well. So the app is super easy. Especially if you're like me and take a lot of pictures with your phone, and that's how you use the app. Now, the last day of the month is your last day to add pictures to your family album, so it's very important that you get those pictures in by the last day of the month, because on the first day of the next month is when they begin producing those magazines. And when they get sent out, which sometimes takes maybe up to a week or a week and a half, based on where you're located in the world, your loved one will get this envelope in the mail. So I like how they put it in a nice envelope. They also tell your letter carriers do not fold it to help protect it. So this really helps keep it nice before it arrives. And then inside is this beautiful album. Now, this may look like a magazine, but it's actually much thicker than typical like store magazines, or even, you know, magazines that you might subscribe to. It's actually pretty thick. It's kind of like cardstock. And here it's labeled Grandpa and Grandma photos, and then it has the month on it too. And then it has a few snapshots that you'll also see inside. And you know, who designed it for them, just in case they want to know. But inside you'll see all these pictures, and you see, you know, there are some that are portrait, there are some that are landscape. They have them all turned correctly. They completely do the formatting for you. All you have to do is just upload the pictures and add some captions, and the rest is taken care of. Now, if you will notice here, underneath the captions, it also has a nice set of dotted lines, which I think is nice because sometimes my parents like to talk to me about them, you know, or ask me questions about it, and sometimes they take some extra notes about what happened. But that gives them a chance to write more about it if they want to. And also, if you would happen to not put a caption with one of your photos, it'll still have a space there just with a lot of lines on it so that they can write things. It also has a name here that lists who submitted it. So like I showed you on the app, you can invite others to add pictures. That will show who it's been submitted by. The pictures come out very clear and colorful. They're, you know, at least the photos that I've used, you know, which have just been taken from our smartphones, have been very clear, not in the least bit grainy when they get printed here. And you know, it's very bright and laid out very nicely. And you know, they are pretty large once they're printed on here. So it's a nice, you know, it's a nice size for each month. You can choose to have 50 photos in your album every month, or 100. And you know, that includes the shipping and everything to send it to your loved ones. It's very nice and thick. I think it's a lot nicer, you know, for people to have something that's tangible that they can hold. You know, they can relax in their recliner and look at these pictures. Sometimes my kids like to look at it with them. You know, when they go over, they ask Grandma and Papa to read them their book because they have their pictures in it. And so my grandparents have a lot of, or my parents have a lot of time with their grandchildren, just reading their books together, and they really enjoy seeing their pictures in there and knowing that Grandma and Papa are looking at pictures of them throughout the day. And also, for the price that it is, it's also cheaper and a lot quicker to get into the hands of your loved ones than some other photo book services, which can be very expensive and often take several weeks to process. And you also have to do the formatting and the editing and making sure that everything's turned the right way and lined up right by yourself, whereas this, it's very simple. You put in the picture, you put in the caption, and they take care of the rest. It could not be easier. So it's a really, really neat product. We're glad to be using it. Our grandparents love it. I get a text or a phone call every month with them thanking me for sending it to them, and how much they enjoy it, and you know, commenting on their favorite photos. So it's a really great way to help your grandparents feel closer to your grandchildren, even if they're separated by distance. You know, to be able to have that regular journal to look forward to every month, it really brightens their day. And you know, like I said, it's very good quality, so it's something that they can hang on to and revisit time and time again. But I'd highly recommend them, and we're really glad for what Neveo has given to our family. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.